you're at the point where you're fast enough that now it's about eliminating all mistakes, right? This is Nariman. He runs a 10.66 in the 100-meter dash. Today we're going over how to get him faster by activating his hamstring and posterior chain to attack the track, right? I saw you go about 10.66 in that 100-meter. I'm assuming these are hand time. You let me know. But now it's about eliminating all mistakes. So I watched all your videos. One of the themes that I've seen is that you're kind of all over the lane. Okay. So you see how you're almost side to side here as opposed to going straight. Now, side to side is not horrible because you want a little rotational torque. Okay. You don't want to be completely linear. Rotational torque adds more force for you. But watch how you are here. Okay. So, a little bit wide as you come down here, down the track. And then watch how you finish. Okay. You're kind of veering off to the left, veering off to the left. So look, now you're almost out of your lane. That's just going to waste time, right? Straight line. So if you want to learn how to do these starts on this line, split the line so that the line runs down the middle. It's going to teach you how to run straight instead of going side to side, okay? Another part of the problem is that your eyes are a little bit too straight down, so you can't really see where you're going. They need to be 10 meters in front of you. This way, it's going to put your body in a better position and you're able to see where you're going. Speaking of your body position, you get a little bit forward leaning here with the head, okay? Hips a little bit behind. I know that we're like transitioning here, so it's not going to always look the prettiest. But even as you get up and going, your head is kind of forward. You need to be a bit more up and down, but with your shoulders leaning forward. You need a slight lean of the shoulders, not necessarily a lean of the chin and head forward. All right. And then one other thing, I will review this in full. This is literally just for you because I said I would do it and I did not do it, and I'm sorry for that. So I'm taking the time right now to do this for you. I'll do a more in-depth review again on my next call. I've just been traveling, so it's been a little difficult. But here we go. Okay, so we need to get you. You're at if you're at 380. If you're at 380 for 60, excuse me, for 30, we need to get that a little faster. Um, I don't know if this is. It looks like maybe you went back and figured out the time. Maybe you can let me know how you figured out this time. All right, but one of the things is that this is. Here's what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at this. A little bit of a wide. Let me see. Okay, so when you step down like that, as opposed to stepping back, it's almost like a braking motion. And you'll see it again more clearly. It's hard to see with the right, it's hard to see with this leg, more clear on the other side. So we're going to fast forward. Now look at how, now this is the angle that I'm speaking of. Okay, that's going to land flat, not horrible, actually. Right? You're stepping down nicely, but the way that we're going to really improve is by stepping back a little bit. Okay. Now, this is a complicated thing to coach and as an athlete to do. I think overall you have a little bit of a tendency to overstride just a bit. But if you fix it in the beginning, it will be fixed down the track as well. So the tricky thing is that, right, boom, this is a good angle. Okay. I like this a lot. But then you let it get out a little bit far ahead of you. You see that? So this is where you need to be. You need to stay here, but then don't let it come out this way. Instead, this needs to drive down into the track. Step down. Now, the way that I've coached it to be done, which takes some time, is that right in this motion, actually, let's see. Yeah, right in this motion, this needs to fire just very quickly. A nice snap of the hamstring, okay? And that's going to make this foot fire back down, right? Right now, if you're using all glutes in this motion and pushing and getting long as you are, which is why you're doing really well, it's going to make, and if you're not firing this, then what's going to happen is that foot is going to do exactly as it did here and kind of float. It kind of floats out. All right. And we need to keep firing under us. Like this is hitting a little bit far in front of us. Okay. I hope you can see that. I hope it makes sense and it's clear. One of the things that I think you should do might be the posterior chain band routine before you do your sprints. Okay. You're at the point now at 1066, you got to do everything right as well. And when you watch all the professionals warm up and everything, they're going to have bands that they do. And their warm up is going to be, you know, a while because they're professionals. They get paid to do it. So it's easier for them to spend more time doing this stuff. But the band routine that I have inside the school classroom that I can link to you, it's really going to focus on all the posterior chain, getting it fired and activated so that whenever I say things like um, fire the hamstring and snap the leg back down, right, really grab the track, um, it's going to make it a little easier to do, right? When you look at your upright sprinting, it's the same. When you're here, well, I guess you're not quite upright. Here, let's look at this actually. Where are you at? Okay, you do a nice job actually as you get upright. This is better, in my opinion, than your drive in transition phase. But you see how that foot just floats just a little bit here, right? This is what I mean by a little bit of an overstride here. Boom. Although you do step down nicely on it, um, but you want to think about grabbing the track. Boom, boom. Now we grab. Now this is again a skill that takes time to develop, but it's a brief snap of here. Boom, snap down and grab, shoots us forward.